Hi, and happy holidays. Welcome to episode 124 of Pink's Picks Book Racks, commentary from a retired high school English teacher. With the big day right around the corner, would you like to cuddle up with a cup of coffee, tea, cocoa, and a cozy Christmas read? If so, I have the perfect pick for you. Hazel Gaynor and Heather Webb's Christmas with the Queen, which is described as The Crown meets When Harry Met Sally. The primary narrative begins during London's Great Smog in December 1952 and rotates between two protagonists, Jack and Olive. Jack was an American soldier who, with nothing to return to in the States, decided to stay in England after the end of World War II. He had spent the last 7 years in London, married to Andrea, the woman he loves. As chef, he's enthusiastic about a temporary job working in the royal kitchens for Christmas. However, his ultimate dream is owning his own restaurant. Meanwhile, Olive's ambition to have a career in broadcasting is about, she hopes, to come to fruition in her new position as a trainee reporter with the BBC. When her bigoted boss in the Home Affairs office falls ill, like thousands of others did, from the fog, Olive is sent in his place to Sandringham to cover the household's holiday preparations. Former friends Jack and Olive, who lost track of each other long ago, are both shocked to be reunited in, of all places, one of the sovereign estates. After that serendipitous meeting, the plot flashes back to VE Day in 1945 and the events that led to the pals' estrangement. From there, the timeline toggles back and forth as long-forgotten feelings resurface over the course of 5 Christmases when Jack's and Olive's lives intersect, working with the royal family. Structurally, the story starts with and continues to be interrupted by epigraphs, which are excerpts from the Queen's Christmas Day addresses from 1952 to 1957, followed by her brief first-person accounts of her experiences, encounters, and emotions during each holiday season. What do I love about this book? I love the pervasive themes of happenstance, chance encounters, and second chances. When Olive's boss gets sick and she is asked to fill in, she decides, this is my chance and I am determined to make it count. And while the Queen's future was shaped by the traditions she'd been born into, Olive's would be shaped by the chances and opportunities she did or didn't take. In the same library where Jack and Olive had their unexpected reunion, Olive has an accidental but fortuitous run-in with Elizabeth herself. Though existing in two dramatically disparate echelons, the Queen seems to appreciate that she and Olive, albeit in different ways, are both finding their way in a man's world. Second chances occur personally and professionally for many of the characters, but no spoiler alerts here. I love the vivid description of Sandringham as well as the pungent imagery of food and food preparation, especially Jack's New Orleans, his hometown, inspired cuisine, a spicy revelation to the pedestrian English palate. I also love that the authors include older versions of some of the characters from their previous holiday novel, Last Christmas in Paris, which I discussed in episode 31. I love that as far as the media is concerned, the authors begin with Elizabeth's first holiday radio broadcast and end with her first televised speech, which posed a plethora of new challenges and opportunities. To augment your appreciation of this book, I highly recommend the film The King's Speech to learn about Elizabeth's early life and her father's struggles speaking. I also recommend the series The Crown because it's exceptional. And I also recommend People Magazine's Christmas at the Palace, which features photos of Elizabeth's speeches discussed in the book, her first radio address in 1952, as well as her first television address in 1957. Also, there's a ton of pics of corgis, so I couldn't resist. With that, I give Christmas with the Queen an A. Until next time, be safe, make good choices, and do your homework. Bye-bye.